Hello there, folks. DJ Burgstarre here, back with another tip of the day. So today I want to talk about saturation and Ableton Live's Saturator. And saturation can be sort of a big topic, and there's a lot of different reasons you might want to use it on different tracks in your mix. And a lot of people use it for many different things, but I want to talk about it in sort of the two main ways. And sort of the main way I would want to use it would be for a low-end bass line. And so sometimes you're going to have in your track a bass line that is more of a sine wave that you can really feel, in your studio. It sounds great. But it's lacking some harmonics up in the higher frequencies. And when you take your track out and listen to it, on a different system or on an iPad or on your phone or a laptop or something, all of a sudden that bass disappears completely because those speakers can't reproduce the low end. Let's listen to what we have, and then you can see what I'm talking about here. So you can see here that the low end is really way down here at 100 hertz and, under 100 hertz. And that may sound good, here in my studio, with my subwoofer, and that's great and all, but, I want it to have some more harmonics, and that's what saturation's going to do for me. And it's not necessarily turning up the volume. What it's doing is it's just adding harmonics, so it's perceived loudness, not necessarily loudness itself. So how you do that is you turn the saturator on, and when you crank this drive up here, I turn my output down the same amount as I turn my drive up, and that will give me the same volume without changing that volume, but adding a lot of these frequencies up here in the higher range, so it's more of a perceived loudness. So let's play it with it on and off, and you'll be able to see and hear the difference here. Let's turn it on. See, all of a sudden, all these spikes started showing up over here. Well, this is great because now this bass line sort of can be heard on multiple systems that can't reproduce that really low end. And so that's my main use excuse me, for using, the saturator, is to add harmonics. And there's other reasons you may want to add harmonics to things, certain instruments and other things, even a kick drum that, is sort of too low that you want to add a little bit more harmonics up here as well. You can throw a saturator on. And so that's the main idea, is to add harmonics without adding volume. It's sort of a perceived loudness. Now, the other reason I use a saturator is actually on my main master. And this time, however, it's very light. I've got it set to a default setting here called a bit warmer. And look at my drive. It's just barely up at all, and the dry wet here is just at 60%. And so this is just adding a little bit of harmonics to the entire track, and sort of making it all cohesive and a little bit more full, because it's going to add some harmonics to everything, but just a little bit. And so that's the second reason I use it, is on the entire track. I throw a saturator here on my main master, but just a little bit. And you got to be careful of your master, to be adding major things to it, right? But the main reason is to put it on, either a kick or a bass line, or an instrument that doesn't have a lot of harmonics in it that you want to really shine through when they're listening to your whole track. So So anyway, hopefully you got an overall there of what the Saturator does and why you might want to use it. So anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope to see you guys next time. DJ Burgstarre out.